Hello, everyone. I'm Florian, and today I have the honor to start the demo zone because I'm the first one. But unfortunately, I don't have a demo for you guys. Why? Because I believe showing you our product, which is already live, makes no sense. You can go to our website, neum.io, check it out, get your Neum Studio account, be an artist, distribute music, tokenize it. All these things you can do already. So I believe it makes no sense to show you a demo, but I would love to do something very different. I would love to encourage you to follow your dreams because I believe we are in a world where we can build stuff on blockchain which we have never imagined. We can um, help people to overcome obstacles. And I think it's super important that we think, how can we achieve it? And I think we are already in a world where we are privileged here in Berlin to come together with friends, families, colleagues, and other people to think about the future. And I think we should all build a future we have dreamed of. No, but the question is, how do we get there? And this is today my part to, yeah, to help you a little bit to build what you want to have, to think about your purpose, to encourage you to dream big and give it a try on the Cardano ecosystem like we at Neum did, for example. And the question is, how did we do it? That's the big question. How can you achieve what you want to do? And I think, to be honest, it's not on me. I asked ChatGPT, by the way. Helps you a little bit to think about and structure your thoughts. But it gave me also some steps. Just clarify the dream. What do you want to build? What should Neum be? That was the first thing when we started. When we thought, how can we solve a problem of someone who is an artist, who is trying to make music for making a living. And to be honest, for us, it was super simple in the beginning. We just wanted to help them. And then the vision grew, the dream grew in an ecosystem to empower creators. And that's what we wrote down. And we saw, look, that's a purpose we would love to follow. That's something we would love to leave behind when we might leave this world. And now, how do you get there? Of course, you have to write it down. You have to think, okay, what else do you want to do? Think about your dream and put it into steps. But not in an actual plan, 1 to 10, but just randomly write it down. What do you want to achieve? What are the things your product should offer? What are the things Neum is offering? Music distribution. For example, we already have our MVP live and we are doing it already with tokenization on top. We have a marketplace live. Everything you see, we've done a bunch of it. We are now on the way to DAO, mobile app, and all these things. We just wrote it down and said, okay, we have to prioritize. And the prioritization is a big topic, and this comes next. So what's the battle plan? How do you get there from A to C, step by step? And a lot of people might know us already because we are around for almost 5 years. And we started just with a white paper, with an idea, and then really put this into actionable items and started, okay, what's the first thing we have to do? Music distribution, because we have to control the money flow. We have to help artists to distribute to 70 plus outlets and to get their music out. Others are doing it as well, but without the tokenization aspect, which has a lot of benefits in the long term for artists. But if you want to learn more, please go to our booth over there. Today, it's about all of you. Though this is what we did: actual plan, roadmap, And we have the mobile already live. So the next step is for us, of course, in the next year, becoming a DAO, and then think about what's coming next. So always think for yourself what you want to achieve. What comes next for you when you achieve this, when you have achieved your vision. But then the question is, how can we go through this roadmap? And to be honest, it's very simple. We had the same problem at Neum, which means you have to show up every single day if you start your own business, or if you want to change your life, if you want to do something else. Sorry for saying this. Just fucking wake up in the morning, stand up, show consistency, be there, be accountable, and go for it. Because in the end, nothing is a big step. It's always small steps. And every startup in here will tell you the same story when they do their demo. It was difficult. And to be honest, there is nothing like overnight success. It does not exist. Sorry for telling you the truth. So it's very simple. Just consistent action every single day. Wake up and do the things you have to do. And then, step 4. I think very important, because to give and take consistent action, you have first and foremost believe in yourself. That's the most important thing, because I worked in venture capital before. If you have a great startup idea, come over. I tell you 5,000 reasons why not to do it. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to think, what is the one thing why I should do it? What is the one thing which matters most to me and matters to my customers and clients, and why am I doing it? And that's super important, because in the end, you will be standalone, and you have to make it and to come true, because it's your vision, it's your idea, it's something you want to build, whatever it is, by the way. Now, plus, I think very important, if you believe in yourself, other people will follow you. It's not like, oh, I have to convince someone that they believe. No, you have to start with yourself. If you believe yourself, what you're doing will change the world, will change the life of your clients, customers, or whoever, some other people will buy into your vision, into your idea, and suddenly they will follow you. And I think that's especially true for building on Cardano, for building on blockchain. Because there, everything is about community. And then, yeah, we talked about you have to believe in yourself, but don't be stubborn. Be flexible. There is this quote from Bruce Lee, be like water. You want to fill the room, but you want to be flexible, be able to adjust to new things, because we are living in a world where everything changes all the time, and everyone who has a business, this is exactly what we are doing. Customer changes, AI coming around the corner. What does it mean for music? All these things just happening every single day, and so you have to adjust to these things. And what you see, by the way, very very interesting. We started with Muse. By the way, we received a cease and desist letter from the band Muse, and we had to change our name. Yes, that happened to us as well. Very very simple and beginner mistake. We have done the same thing. You are not able as a company or a startup or anyone who pursue a dream to not make these mistakes. That's just normal. And though what you see is here how we improve the logo over time, and some people might not see the improvement at the end, but even there are small and significant improvements over time, because improvements are always happening and they compound. And that's the other thing. As you heard before, we received a cease and desist letter from a band. You have to learn from your failures. Because a failure is something where you have not so much information, but it does not say you're a bad person. It does not say everything is stupid what you're doing. It does not say your idea is not valuable, but it helps you to go in the right direction. See it as a road where you're on, the failures on the left and the right side, and you have to find your way through this. Maybe also a labyrinth might be the right thing to say here. And I think in the end, just learn from it. I think that's long story short. Which also means at the end, when people coming to you and you suddenly learn from these failures and you might believe, oh no, I'm not good enough, I cannot do it, and all these things. Yeah, look, again, keep your why strong. That's the next lesson here. Because there is a reason why you started it. There is a reason why you're doing it. And the purpose of it is the most important thing. And though, keep it strong and focus on your end goal. Otherwise, you're not able to achieve it. Because what we mentioned before, take consistent action. It's connected with your why. And then step 9, a very also important topic. Look, we have to admit that there are so many failures coming your way as a startup founder, as someone who pursued their idea, wants to build something great. Look, celebrate the small things, the small victories with your team alone, because this helps you to stay strong with your vision, with your why, and move forward. Because it's just normally happening. And we normally tend to follow the bad things, like, oh, the head, someone told you this idea will never work. And you're like, oh yeah, he might be true, he might be true. But then there are people who are saying, look, there might be something, I might be interested. Tell me more. And the tell me more is already a success. And then there are big successes. First customer pays you, celebrate it. Because if a customer pays you, there is a solution for a real world problem because you add value. And though that's super important. And I think yesterday there was already a party. Tonight is a party as well. Though I invite you all to go to Luma, go there and sign up, because that's the right moment to celebrate all together with the Masumi team here. And again, I want to keep it short. I have half an hour, but I think 15 minutes are totally fine for me, because I would love to end with a very, very private story. I strongly believe in a life where you make it count. And you see 2 numbers here, 4 numbers actually. And to be honest, my grand aunt died last year with 95. And I am 40, so if you take this into account, I'm not even half of my life, it would be 45%. And now you might imagine, what are the upper numbers? My brother died 3 months ago. With 42, I'm 40. So I might be hitting 95% of my life. So really think about, what do you want to do with your life? How do you want to perceived from someone from the outside? Because in the end, it's your life. It matters what you want to do with it, what you want to build, and how you change the world. It's super important for me, because our time here is limited, and we all have to admit, no one cares if we are die in 100 years. But what we build might outlast us, and I think that's the most important thing. Now, with this, thank you so much. Make it count. Make count your time, what you have here, and also here at the Cardano Summit. And with this, we have also done, in collaboration with the Cardano Foundation, Cardano Summit. Scan the code, you can claim it. There will be a wonderful and nice I don't want to spill the bean. You will find out later what this NFT can do for you. So please scan it, take it, have it in your wallet, and it might help you next year. So that is it from my end. If there are some questions about how to achieve your goal, how to make your life count, let me know. I'm here. We have a booth over there. And otherwise, I wish you a wonderful networking event. Thank you so much, everyone.